Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rapture. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to our finale. Yes. Very excited to round out the story with you all. Thank you so much for watching throughout it. Last time, our group of gods here dealt with the remaining threats down on Novum, and then went to confront the Justicar up in space, where they proceeded to trade attacks and barbs and things back and forth. But as they weakened the Justicar's mind, something pulled its way through her. A mass of black and terror as the hunger pulled itself through the Justicar. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. A being of pure gluttony, drawn to the scent of this weakening world from beyond the veil, like a shark drawn to a drop of blood in the ocean. Its shapeless, horrid body pulls itself from the Justicar's corpse, an expression of fear framed by golden tears, forever frozen on her face. When you all look at this thing, look into the endless void that makes up its body, your stomach begins to heave. You feel sick looking at this thing. You taste bile in your mouth as this violation stands over all of you. A being never meant to step onto the physical plane. It now hungrily looks at you all and all beyond. The shapeless void that makes up its body continues to move constantly. Is it bipedal? Is it on all fours? Does it have one head or 10? It's hard to tell as it hurts to look at it directly. The only thing that's truly clear in your perception is its smile. Its smile of endless rows of teeth as it turns to look its head at Novum. You can feel its hunger. It's almost like a pressure surrounding you as it focuses on the planet below. And you know once it has a taste, it's never going to stop. What do you all do?
Are we all back?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're all kind of back together. You've retrieved each other from the moon.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. And I know that I will have to roll high and get help from a lot of other people to do it. So my idea is, kind of, because it's forever hungry, right? Mm-hmm. Is there any way to create almost a world or like almost a universe or put him in a bowl where he's just constantly eating himself? Almost like the infinity sign? Or like the snake like eating its own
head. The Ouroboros himself.
It's worth a shot.
But I don't know how to do that. But that is an idea.
Bound to be an empty space, right?
An empty space, and I could put a shield around him so that he can't get out. Could try it.
So what I will all give you in this moment is you notice that it's not looking at the group of you anymore. You see it's looking at Novum, and it's beginning to almost like pull itself through space down towards the planet.
Can I use a flashbang kind of thing to just blind it for a second? Like I did, like the little starlight flashbang. So just to try to avert its gaze from Novum for like 5, maybe a minute,
What does this look like when you do this? What do you do?
She goes kind of in front of it and she just creates this kind of light out of herself, and it becomes almost like an explosion of just like flash. It just becomes whoever's like she's directing it to just becomes white. Like they can't see shit.
As this like burst of light fills everyone's gaze, and this shapeless mass kind of gets consumed by this light. And Eva, you're standing there with your hands in front of it. You see this thing, like you can see it push its way through the dark as it continues to walk towards you and down towards the planet. As you don't see eyes upon its ever-shifting face.
Okay.
But you can hear it almost like as it's sniffing as it gets closer to you.
She's going to realize that she could maybe be a bait for 2 seconds while everyone else is trying to do something. It's like, if you want life and you want to eat it, you're literally looking at the goddess herself. So if it's kind of like an Arwen thing, if you want him, come and claim him. As she just starts like flying and just doing little like light bursts to kind of bait it towards her hoping that the others might do something to capture it, just to buy some time.
Okay. All right. So you see Eva has started to just attempt to distract this thing, flying around it, shooting at it, trying to gain its attention. What are the rest of you doing?
And I ask a quick question.
Please.
Do I feel a familiarity with this hunger?
The thing you saw in the dark. This is the thing you saw in the dark. The thing you felt in the dark.
Okay. I don't have a plan to trap it, guys. But I think I can get it to do what we want for a short time.
That put
What do
you
you
in any
mean?
danger?
I just we're kind of bonded. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay. I trust you.
I can't do it for long, so we have to find somewhere to move it.
Oh, shoot. Fringe?
I'll find something. I'm going to desperately search for an empty plane or something that is lacking in anything that this thing could effectively feed from. Just in fact, like a small extra planar space.
Give me a grasp keys roll, please.
I'm gonna use a bond. Push this up. I'm gonna. I fucking needed it. That's an 8. There's a +3 from Lily.
Okay.
So I rolled a 5.
A 5 total or an 8 total?
But it's got a bond attached to it.
Oh, the bond. Okay. Got it. So as you're searching through the Rolodex of your mind, the GPS of all of the different planes in your head, as they all begin to pass you by, you land on there is a barren planet in the same system that you are all in. That you land on, that it's devoid of life at the moment. It's still on the physical plane, or were you looking for something that is not on the physical plane?
There's a risk that if it stays on this plane, it's going to move from planet to planet. I want to try and move it off of this plane.
Okay. And you're looking for like a barren and empty one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something where, honestly, Fringe doesn't care about it.
Okay. Your brain locks on to an empty space. Like an empty plane, a pocket plane left behind by someone or something.
Perfect. Fringe will turn. I found something.
Okay.
I have drugs.
Oh, good.
Does anybody need them?
I'll
take some.
pass. No.
Send it. You give it to me now.
Okay, well, I suppose there's enough to go around. Okay, here you go. All right, ready? Just gonna throw.
Catches.
I'll give some to Unmate too.
Okay. So we lure it into the dimension that Fringe found with Unmei's help, and then we can I can try to put a shield or something around it, a permanent barrier, so at least there's an added level of protection.
Do you need any help with that? I feel like other than supplying drugs, I don't really know what else I can do besides look stunning.
Hold my hand and give me support.
Okay. I can also shoot somebody with hope.
That's good.
At this moment, as you're all discussing it, Eva has been flying around fighting this thing. Eva, you grab the drugs, and as you grab the drugs, you feel something grab around basically your lower legs. As you all see, the hunger snatches her by the legs, and kind of like you get slammed into an invisible space as it slams you down onto the invisible space that you're all kind of floating on. And you see, with her in one hand, you see like 3 or 4 arms come from other places as it continues to pull itself down to Novum, almost, King Kong style, like with Eva in one hand as it pulls her down to the planet with her. And you see Mortarian immediately beelines for the hunger.
And
She takes the drugs while this is happening, yeah.
Okay.
In the panic, she just swallows.
Got it. Okay. I'll tell you what happens in just a second, and then I'm going to check in with everybody.
No
Fringe,
worries.
you had your hand up? Nope. Anybody else got? Okay. Yes, Unmei?
Can I chase after as soon as I see the first hand?
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know if that takes a whole turn to like do it, or if I'm just following.
I have also other ideas, but I'm gonna wait until people. I don't want to take too much, so you guys go ahead.
As
never
you
mind.
take... Oh, you got something quick?
Well, I have something to add.
Sure, please.
So I can do this thing called Call Me Master, which is essentially like a siren call, kind of.
To do it.
Do you want me to just be like, oh, look at me, so powerful,
Why-
like
I
exactly what she did, and then just be like, oh, wow,
I've
look,
seen
worship me,
few
come to me,
creatures
eat
that can
me.
resist your lure, so might as well try it, right?
Okay, all right, whew, okay. And then Amaris, I guess, in this chain of events, is gonna attempt to use Call Me Master to try to basically get them to notice her and get them off of Eva, and maybe attempt to get them to be like, yo, come closer. Siren call, lure you. Wow, power, pretty, hunger, eat me. Wow. So perfect, so tiny, so munchable.
You roll for it?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna use a darkness token.
Okay.
It's the embodiment of hunger, and hunger has many different meanings. I think
7
this is a win.
plus 1 is 8 plus 1. No, wait.
8's good.
7 plus 1 is 8.
Yes.
There are only 2 dice in these games.
So
I
what
don't
I'll-
know why my
what I'll
brain was
give
like,
you
where's
as-
the other one?
As you call its attention, you see it was just pulling Eva up to its mouth as it like
Ah!
as its
Not
head
allowed.
like turns to face you. And Eva, in this moment, you feel the rush of power that comes from taking Spark. Kind of revitalize your divinity as you feel a lot more energy surge through you. And as that surge happens, as it looks back at Amaris, its head turns immediately back to Eva as these two kind of conflicting moments happen as it was attracted to Amaris for a moment,
Yeah,
and then
I
all
didn't
of
even
this
think about
power
that.
appeared.
Shit.
And as
No,
its
it's good.
mouth opens and pulls Eva in, we see Mortarion basically get in the way, and he grabs the top of the jaw with his hands and kind of plants himself as he's holding the mouth open as it's
That's my
attempting to pull
husband.
you inside. What are the rest of you doing? Eva, what are you doing?
I would like to again just attempt my snake eating its own tail situation. And how does it have like a tail? I feel like it has a tail. I don't know. That's in my head.
It's as you look at it, it looks beyond its head, and it's the gaping maw that's above you. Its form is ever changing. So
can I like
it's
from the
hard to
bottom
really
of its
tell.
form just try to create some kind of like yummy life thing so it almost wants to eat itself?
Go ahead and give me Unleash the Dark.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Yep. That's a 2. That's 2 ones.
No.
Okay. You like let's see. You attempt to create this bit of life, and there is like a spark of life that appears, like, you know, there's like some flowers or what have you, some life appears there, but you're in the vacuum of space, and so it kind of just freezes over, and the thing pays it no mind as like we see like Mortarion kind of like is like he's losing this fight here as he's holding the jaw, and he kind of like shrugs down a little bit more. Yes, Fringe.
No, I don't know if I can do this because I don't have it technically as a part of my skill set. But I want to try and summon a handful of my shepherds to give me some help. And we're going to manually drag this fucking thing into another plane.
Power through darkness, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Unmei, you have something?
Yeah. Do we know yet though that Fringe has this place open?
He did say that he found somewhere. He did say, correct me if I'm wrong, Toby.
I said I found something.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Yeah. Describe to me what this looks like as you do this, as you summon all of these shepherds.
There are a few sort of copies of Fringe that step out of doorways that appear next to him, and they all look slightly different. There's one that looks similar to how Fringe did at the beginning of this journey, dressed very simply with sort of more humanoid features. One dressed in their usual sort of white garb, and one in their heraldry garb, and they are going to sort of move forward with Fringe, grab hold of anything they possibly can, and begin to pull. And Fringe is going to try and just tear through space to pull open this massive hole into just this emptiness, hopefully trying to drag it in.
Yeah, as like these other fringes kind of surround and grab onto this thing and attempt to pull it, as the, I would say, main fringe begins to rip open this portal, and Mortarian's holding this jaw as the teeth are like digging. You can see they're piercing out the back of his hands now as he's holding this mouth open. It's pulling Eva ever closer to its maw. What are the rest of you doing to help? Okay, so we'll go Kayla, Unmei, and then Brooke.
Okay, I have 2 questions. One plan of action, one like observation perception question. Does this thing have threads? What?
As you look at this thing, it's almost like like a spider web extends from this thing's back. Like from before, when you've spotted threads on these divine beings, they typically had like the one thread that was connecting them to their divinity. This thing, based on the information that you were given from the Justicar, is a being that like is, from the beyond. It's from the beyond the veil. It's from another plane of existence or outside of existence. And so you can see this spider web of threads extending from it, you presumably off to many other places, many other planes of existence, many other hungers. But you do see those threads spidering off of its back.
Okay. I think she's gonna shout this out loud to be like, there's not one thread, there's multiple, it's a whole freaking spider web, and I hate spiders. And then I think she's going to reach out to Lily before Lily does whatever they're going to do, and is going to summon another dark puppet strings, because I assume when she was hit and impaled that other one probably disappeared. Seems like something that would break concentration in D&D terms. And so we're gonna get another one going, and what power do we want it to have?
Your options are colossal strength, emotional amplification, blood control, shielding, and weapons from elsewhere.
What would be the most useful? Like when Amaris grabs onto Lily's shoulder, what would Amaris feel Lily is like, yeah, put me in, coach? That makes sense.
That does make sense. I would say having something frontline, like
okay.
the super strength would help mainly because it takes all of the attention off of us and means we can stand a little bit further back. I don't want anyone to get consumed by this.
Then, with Lily's permission, Amaris is going to create another dark puppet.
When your hand lands on her shoulder, she just covers it with her own and gives you a squeeze.
Okay. That's my turn. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So this puppet string Lily appears, and then we're gonna go to Unmei and then to Lily. Unmei, what are you doing to assist with this? As Fringe is attempting to push and move this thing from this plane of existence, Mortarian's holding the jaw open as it pulls Eva ever closer. What do you do?
There's a slight moment of panic where I'm looking back and forth at everyone and towards the portal, and I feel like this weird bond with this hunger, and I start running towards the portal, and I'm going to turn to it and just follow me, and I am going to rip my mouth further, the one that's on my chest, and shove the drugs in, And I would like to do the prodigal child returns and mark 2 ruins so that I am a little bit less in control of me, but I can tell it what to do.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for, or you don't have to roll for prodigal.
I do not have to
Child
roll
will
for
return.
it.
You mark 2 ruin, the harbinger with you away, of course. Okay, yeah. So that focus and that feeling that you all felt when the hunger appeared, it now seems to radiate off of Unmei. Like it's almost like that presence has been doubled in this room. And I will say, Unmei, as you mark those 2 ruin and you call its attention, you almost feel your mouth salivate a little bit looking at Eva.
Can I dive through the portal though? Still
Okay.
hungry?
Yeah, absolutely. You dive back in through the portal. And we see this thing basically pulling the fringes along and Mortarion along as it drags itself along towards the portal. Lily, what are you doing?
Do you know when you put a toothpick through a sandwich?
Yes.
I would love to manifest with weapons from elsewhere a greatsword through the top of its maw downward, puncturing the bottom of its jaw in the hollow, and I want to snap it shut. He's holding it open. Right. I want it in the back so that if it tries to consume anything, it acts as an effective blockage.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have to roll for this or it just happens? Yeah.
It's one of my powers of darkness, so I can roll that.
Yeah, roll
for sure.
Roll for that.
Okay, I get 3 darkness tokens because that happens every time I do anything because I'm angsty.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 8.
Yeah, absolutely. So this great sword appears, but you feel it as you do it this time. Before, it had your kind of normal look to your magic and your abilities. This time it almost appears out of these threads of light that kind of basically coalesce and create this great sword. These balls of light kind of around it as it slams through this thing's jaw, giving Mortarion a bit of reprieve as he pulls the teeth from his hands and kind of backs away and grabs onto Eva, wraps his arms around Eva and its arm.
She heals him straight away when she touches him. I feel like because she's taking drugs, the minute he touches her, he's healed.
Yeah, absolutely. As this thing is now dragging Mortarion and Eva into the portal with it. What are the rest of you doing? Unmei's already through.
Can I try to create... Did I say, I can't remember, that I created wings? That I have wings now? I think I did.
Yeah,
so
you did.
She's just gonna flap her wings
That's how you
as much
saved
as
me.
she can. Yeah. And just try to get out.
Okay. Absolutely. So that is happening. Amaris and Lily and Fringe. I know Fringe, you're holding the portal.
Hyper-focused on getting it into the portal.
And it hurts. As this thing's passing through the portal, it hurts. This isn't just the feeling that you've had before where people have passed through your portals where it's just kind of like a notification. This is like malware. Like your system is being attacked as this thing moves its way through the portal.
Across the bond that we have, do I feel that they're in pain?
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
absolutely.
I'm gonna run up to their side and I'm gonna put a hand at the small of their back, and I'm just gonna create an open connection for the power, like a circuit, to flow through.
Do you think... I have a question as well.
Mm-hmm.
If Eva would know this, if she would go into the portal to bait it, can she get out again?
You'd need Fringe to do so. You'd need Fringe. Right now, you're still in it's still Mortarion's trying to pry its fingers off of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so and I'm assuming the puppeteer Lily is probably helping. That's up to you, Amaris, because that's your
for the drama of it all.
Yeah, for the drama of it all.
So she's gonna look at Mortarion and say, "Trust me, let me go. I have an idea. I'll come back. Just trust me. I'm going to bait it into the portal, then I'll come right back. Understand? Protect them, and I'll come right back. If you don't, I won't be able to come back."
And you see he very reluctantly lets go of the hand as the hand snaps shut around Eva again, as this thing begins to pass through the portal with Eva.
She is, while that's happening, she's going to try to. Can I roll for something to get out of its grasp to try to get into the portal?
Give me an Unleash the Dark. And, give me Unleash the Dark. As
that is an 8, 5, and a 3.
Okay. And just as a reminder, Unmei is on the other side of the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
An 8.
An
5
8.
and a 3.
Okay. You pass through this portal with this thing, and now I'll describe Unmei where you ended up. As this mass moves through the portal that Fringe and Lily are holding open, Amaris, what do you want your puppet to do?
What do we want the puppet to do?
What a little show. A little tap dance number.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe have it be like going ham on the...
Do you want it to go with, or...
Yeah.
She's expendable, right? Like,
yeah.
Just go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'll pass through as well.
Yeah.
I saw Kayla's hand first, then Lily's.
I was pantomiming high-fiving Kayla.
Okay.
Oh, slay. Team. I have a question.
Yeah.
Seeing the web of threads, I think Amaris would realize that if they need to do some snipping, that sounded cooler in my head. That her whoa, I just ruined my own thing that I wanted to do. My shears are a little tiny, and I was wondering if with a part of her divinity, if she could basically transform her divine weapon tool into a scythe.
Into a scythe?
Yes, I didn't pronounce it right.
Oh, no, I heard. And then are you going to go with to then proceed to cut the things? Are you going to go through the portal? Because it's basically, this black mass is, more than 3/4 of the way now through the portal.
F it, we ball, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
If this is gonna wound it and it's gonna weaken it or it's gonna stop it from coming back, and by time I feel like she's like, this is what I can offer, and so I think she like breaks like the two blades kind of in half, and she goes, oopsies, and then she slams them together, and like a staff like kind of almost like erupts in this golden quartz crystal light, and vines with roses that Chrona would have left kind of like flow around the bottom, shaping it. And then this pink, glittery, so obnoxiously, like, it's so much, so extra, just like extends in this pointed tip, and sunlight kind of like scatters off of it in all of its glittery glory. And she's gonna be like, flips her hair back and goes, well, let's go fuck some shit up. And then is gonna dive into
the portal.
Into the portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the only beings remaining on the physical plane are Fringe, Lily, and Mortarion is still there, because Eva asked him to wait. But seeing Amaris now pass through, he's very conflicted, and he looks to the two of you. What are we going to do?
Shoot, Fringe, can you keep it open? Can you reopen it from the other side, or do we need to stay out here?
I need to hold it open.
Need to hold it open. Okay. Could I funnel Fringe enough energy to be able to keep this open without actively concentrating on it, even for just a little bit?
You roll me power through darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a darkness token.
You got it.
9.
So with a 9, you, like, these threads of this kind of rainbow-like energy extends from you into Fringe. And Fringe, you feel a rush of strength you haven't felt since you probably saved Nethira from the In-Between. As this rush of strength returns to you, please mark 2 ruin for me, Lily.
Yep.
And Lily, you begin to hear this drum in the back of your mind. This just bum, 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 in the back of your mind as you wield this level of strength into Fringe. And Fringe, now the portal, like keeping a portal this size open, you don't have to focus on it like you would have before. It's now something that it's almost like a window you open on your computer, and it's taking up memory,
nature.
but you can leave it. Yeah.
And the hands drop. They no longer have to continue to focus on it. Turn to her and give her a kiss on the forehead before beginning to kind of move forward, readying themselves to pull people out when it's necessary.
Okay. So with that, we're going to cut inside the portal. So Eva and Unmei and Amaris and the puppeteer Lily, as you pass through this portal, immediately you feel this emptiness as you pass through this portal. As you pass onto this barren, like gray, cracked stone landscape before you, that seems there's these gray stone structures kind of sticking out of the ground. These cliff sides, these mountains, these spires of rock. As you pass through, but you feel, because even though you were cut off on Novum, you still felt a bit of a connection to either the people around you or the other beings. But as you pass into this pocket dimension, this other plane, this emptiness, and as you pass onto this plane, you feel almost like you're in a place with no cell phone signal. Like you feel alone in this place, like emptiness is this place as you pass in, and this thing slams to the ground and kind of sends Eva, it like almost bowling style, like tosses you as you kind of go spinning along the ground. And Amaris passes through the portal. Unmei's kind of standing in front. At Unmei, you just feel this hunger. You want to eat. And as Eva kind of, it almost like like an adult, like wolf tossing food to its children, as it throws Eva to your feet. And you just feel like, again, that salivation in your mouth looking at Eva as hunger pulls itself through, and you see its body kind of shift as like one head almost sloughs off, the one that had the sword in it, as it sloughs off to the ground of darkness, as another like 3 or 4 heads come out and then coalesce back into one head. As in Amaris, you're standing behind this thing as it's just kind of expectantly watching Unmei with Eva at her feet. What do you do?
Oh my god.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
I think she's going to look at Amaris and going to look at Unmei. She still has a wing. She's going to start just flying up. And again, can I try to do the thing? So Unmei's going to try to eat it, right? Just because my brain is kind of everywhere right now. Or not, no.
Unmei, when you see Eva begin to kind of leave your space, what do you do?
How much is this desiring me to eat, Eva?
I'm rather tasty, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you look like a snack, but
I am a full course, 3-course meal, baby.
I am going to have you.
Oh my god.
Let's see. How many ticks you got? We're at 1 tick. After that, how many ruin do you have?
2.
2. Okay. I'm gonna make you roll to resist it. Roll Unleash the Dark.
9.
9.
Ooh.
You like
we're
as
lucky.
as Eva like lifts up to like fly away, you kind of like, like when a dog sees like a small animal run past, you kind of have that snap kind of reaction, but you're able to kind of check it a little bit as Eva like, gets away from you a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna then try again because I got a 2. I'm gonna try again to do the divinity thing where I kind of create this life thing at the end of the hunger, just to try to bait it again to see if it would eat itself, or maybe if she saw that Unmei snapped like that, she'd be like, "Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is bad. Ooh, let's try to put a little
So what I'll
gingerbread
give you,
house there."
what I'll
you
give
know.
you, Eva, is right now you'd have to create an amount of life attractive enough to outweigh yourself. Because you are the goddess of life and you've taken spark.
That is true. Can I do that? Can I try that? Can we do that? Can we roll for that? Would that
Give
be neat?
me,
I think
give
it'd be neat.
me.
Can I?
Yeah, go. I'm gonna have Eva roll something first, and then Unmei, I'm gonna have you go. Eva, please roll power through darkness. Unmei, what do you got?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could do a move to maybe help assist with that.
Oh yeah, what's the move?
I would like to do enthralled by you and offer up my own hunger to be added to its hunger, with Eva making it pretty.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's a whole buffet, guys. Toba Carvery in here. Hey.
Okay, roll for it. What? And then both of you make rolls. Amaris, what are you doing? As you see, this thing is thoroughly distracted by Eva and Unmei. Hold the roll for
Distracted.
a second. Yeah.
Can I attempt to swipe it?
Yeah, give me power through darkness to get on this thing's back. This is going to take you a little bit of time as you get on this thing's back. And you immediately, as you step onto it, you can see it kind of begin to, like the darkness begins to almost spider up your legs
Could
as you're
I?
standing on it.
Could I use my darkness as never leash or another different form of unleash the dark to try to convince it that I'm not worth eating? Like reverse siren call, be like, there's nothing here.
So what I'll give you in this moment, and this might be a little bit of a sobering thing for Amaris, is it does not desire you in this moment.
That's
like
a good thing, right?
Normally ouch, but like slay, I guess. I'll let it slide.
like
Okay, so I don't need to worry about that.
You don't need to worry about
Then-
it trying to eat you right now. Right now, as you begin to cut away
slay.
at it. Yeah.
Okay, wait, what was I supposed to do?
Power through darkness, or not power through darkness, unleash the dark to start cutting at the threads. And then I'm going to get to all of the rolls and then jump back out to our lovebirds outside.
Seven, sorry.
Yes, 7 for you. What did you roll, Unmei? An 8. And then Amaris, what'd you get? A 10?
I rolled 2 5s and I thought one was a 6 for a
Okay.
second and I almost lost it.
So to describe how this all kind of begins to work, like go down, Amaris, you begin to like cut away at this field of strands on its back. With your glittery pink scythe, you begin to cut away at it. Unmei, you rolled an 8, right? So
Correct.
So that, what was that roll called? Enthralled by you?
Yes. And the effect I would like to specifically choose.
Yeah.
They are beautiful and perfect, unlike you. They will not survive the hunger for long. Gain one bond with them and give them a single command.
Okay. What is the command? Like to feast on you?
Yes. Consume self. While Eva is doing that offering.
Okay. So as you say, like, consume yourself, and you're making this connection with you, you see the thing lumbers towards you as you are also a part of it, and it begins to make its way like hurriedly towards you. And Eva, how do you bring this dead plane to life?
She starts going into her, like, she closes her eyes. I was going to say mind palace. As she closes her eyes and just imagines, like, this dark kind of void. And she starts imagining like a little sprout coming out from the ground of this darkness, and she just starts creating in her mind this huge tree, like, you know, kind of like Ghibli effect kind of tree growing. And I feel like because she's imagining all of this, like that is kind of happening around her, like this kind of grass is kind of starting to grow around them, and there's just, you know, slow, very rapidly, like you put a movie on like super like fast forward, and everything's just growing around her.
Okay.
And with that, you know, bees and, you know, everything's is getting created really, really quickly.
Got it. So this new environment begins to sprout as Unmei, its maws are open before you. Do you move?
Yeah, can I
You
try and run in a circle?
bitch.
You can try to run in a circle. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna both roll 2d6 at the same time. No additions, no nothing. I'm gonna put my roll in chat at the same time as you, and we're gonna see if you can get away from it.
Okay. I feel confident about this. Famous last words.
All right. So on the count of 3, ready? 3, 2, 1. You're able, as its jaw like scoops up earth and pulls it into it. You rolled a 10, I rolled an 8. As you're able to kind of Dark Souls roll out of the way as it bites into the ground where you were, and its head kind of whirls to find you as this massive tree appears in front of it. Eva, you feel exhausted. Make sure to mark a ruin for me after expending this much energy with Spark. As it bites into the ground and its head lifts to stare at the tree before it. And it is going to make its way over towards the tree. As Amaris, you are cutting away at these threads on its back. You see it's now kind of barreling towards this tree. Are you continuing to cut threads? You're maybe like a fourth of the way through at this point.
Does it seem like I can cut more before I have to, like, dodge dramatically?
I mean, it's going for the tree, so you have time.
So could I keep cutting until
you can keep as I'm gonna check in with you again as it after it does its next thing. But you're continuing to cut at the threads is what I'm checking in about. Yeah.
Whatever I can do to weaken it, or just sever as much as I can. I'm just farming XP up here.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna cut outside. And Fringe and Lily, you see Mortarian is just like impatiently, like almost nose to the portal, like waiting. What are you two
Just
doing?
go. It's okay. It's okay.
She told me to trust her.
Okay, and you're trusting her, but the circumstances have changed, so just go. Or not. Or don't go. Whatever. Trying to help.
Just trying to respect her wishes.
Okay, that's very kind of you. That's adorable. But we're just kind of waiting out here, and Fringe is already moving toward the portal, so I'm going to go in too. And then there's not going to be anyone here. So, what's the point?
Can you roll Reveal Your Heart, please?
Yeah.
He's trying to respect his lady's wishes.
He's the most respectful good dude. 7.
7.
Yeah.
You see he steps a little bit back from the portal to make room for the two of you first.
Okay.
He's like, I will give it some more time, and if she doesn't come out soon, I will come in.
Okay.
Help her, please.
We're going to. We also love her, so we're gonna go.
All right, so Fringe and Lily, you're going through the portal.
Yeah.
So
There's like 2 still holding the portal open.
Okay. They kind of wave as you will both pass through. And you, expecting a dead plane, Fringe, you walk into what is now grown into like a beautiful, like a grassy, flowery plain with this massive tree in the middle, and you see life here as you see Amaris like on top of this thing slashing at these threads. You see Unmei like jumping around trying to get away from this thing, and as Eva's kind of, I think you're still at the foot of the tree as this thing is pulling its way towards the tree is what Lily and Fringe see as you pass through. Sweet smell of the flowers and everything also hits your nose as you pass onto this plane.
Did I get it wrong?
No. It was. I'm about 90% sure she did something because when we looked in, it was dead. I promise.
Okay.
It's okay. What do we do?
I'm gonna grab hold of Lily, and I'm gonna use a rune move to teleport us directly up to Eva.
Got it. Yeah. So I don't think you have to roll for it either, do you?
No, I just snap
You just
and I'm
you
there.
just flash step with Lily, and you're next to Eva looks exhausted. Eva, yeah, yes, Lily.
Oh no, I'm holding on to Fringe's shoulder. I'm sorry, I'm acting.
Got it. You're acting. And Eva, you see Fringe and Lily teleport next to you as this thing's getting ever closer. It's maybe 30 feet from the tree now.
Eva, do you need help?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab hold of Eva, use another rune move, and get us the fuck out of there.
Are you blinking back behind it or staying on this
effectively
plane?
Back behind it.
Okay.
So just moving Eva out of the way because she's not gonna have the energy to do it.
Okay.
And like look at kind of Lily like you'll be okay. Like he trusts that Lily can handle this. And he's gonna take Eva and.
Got it. So you teleport behind with Eva. Amaris is on top, cutting away at this thing. And I say you're about halfway through now at this point, Amaris. Do you want to continue to cut through?
Do I still have time?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's now reached the tree and reached Lily and Unmei. Are you still dancing around it, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like distracted and then hopefully trying to make it turn its face towards its tail butt.
So right now it's going towards the tree of life that Eva made.
Okay.
So it eating itself right now is not a priority beyond like it's going to eat this tree, eat you, and then probably itself. Is its kind of list of priorities that it has.
Could it turn though?
Could it turn
like Unmei is like such a snack and is like chase me like, or
My
is it just
tree
like
is
I'm gonna
snackier.
barrel through?
My tree's better.
The goddess of life has created a pure like pillar of life.
Just so good.
And so
So
like
good.
powerful, so yummy.
No
It's like-
calories. Like, eat your heart out.
It's like a reward.
it's like in level of priority here, the tree is like a full meal, right? Like Unmei is a snack, and then the rest of you are like pistachios, and then itself will be kind of its final priority.
Would the thread version of Lily attempt to like super strength power bust it off track?
You want to try to push it away from the distraction of the tree?
No, that sounds dumb. Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Unmei,
Quick question.
and then Lily.
Since the enthralled by you says the hunger will not last long
Mhm.
in this form, does it weaken at all?
Yes, you feel it, but you don't see a change. You don't see a change in its in if it had a physical manifestation. You don't see a shift in that at this current juncture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you would know that Amaris needs to clip all of the threads for it to stay gone. Because just like Fringe, this version could vanish, but there's more.
Okay.
Could Amaris maybe yell this out to be like, yo, I'm cutting threads, but more eloquently?
How do you say, yo, I'm cutting threads more
Yo,
eloquently?
I'm cutting threads. Help
Just
a
be
girl
like,
out.
There's so many, I need help!
Okay.
My wrists!
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
I would like to create a bubble shield around it so that it's basically in a hamster ball. And then I would like to amplify the feeling of hunger within it, the emotion, and there's nothing else in there but itself.
No, there would be something else in there.
Amaris is not in there. She's on top. The strings.
But she wouldn't. She wouldn't be able to. Like she's on its back.
Do you need me to jump?
Jump a little bit. What if I make it like a nylon suit and it's just like this? You know,
I
when you
can
want
only
someone-
levitate a few inches. I am very powerful
I would-
and sexy, but not
I
that
would-
powerful.
For
Emma has
Amaris
wings.
to continue to
Pick you
cut
up.
the threads, she needs to be in there with it. I would say that.
Mr. Game Master,
Mm.
sir. I was wondering,
Mm.
could I can I like Uno reverse its existence?
That's your husband.
I know.
Yeah.
But could my husband and I tag team and make a little thing where it never existed? I'm still on drugs. Well, maybe with the threads. If there are more versions of it, maybe help them clear off the threads of life and
You would need your
creation.
husband's help probably to attempt this.
Yeah, and he said he would come pick me up in a couple of minutes, right?
I mean, yeah, it's only been kind of moments since the other group passed through. So if
Then
you want to
she's
go
gonna
get him,
tell Fringe like, get my lover, please.
I can just communicate with my shepherds, right?
what did the shepherd say?
She needs you.
Before they finish like needs, like he's through the portal. And he's dashing into this place with you all.
Yes, he is.
Mhm.
But yes. Mm-hmm.
So we've got Lily wanting to do a shield, and then we've got Amaris cutting the threads. Unmei's trying to get it to eat itself, or are you just dashing around it?
I think knowing that it is getting a little weaker, like feeling it, I am just gonna stay in the area as a possible distraction, but if I
Mhm.
know it's going for the tree first, I am avoiding its mouth.
Unmei, can you roll me power through darkness, please?
Alright, I guess.
Got this.
Fringe teleported Eva behind it. I'm just getting like the view of the battlefield. As Mortarian
Seven.
joins you all.
Amaris will
Seven.
call out for help.
So Amaris, as you're cutting threads, Unmei, where do you bite Amaris?
What?
You rolled a 7. Where
What?
do you bite Amaris?
Wait, but I'm on the back.
Mhm.
I'm on its back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Um,
And Unmei is like running in front. How does Unmei get to me and bite me?
Unmei, how do you get up there and bite there?
I think because the hunger and I are connected, I kind of like phase through it
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Kind of phase it, like become part of its mass and then appear up top.
Yeah. I think because I've already bitten and left a mark on Amaris, I
Mhm.
followed that scent right to the same arm.
Mhm.
I'm
Uh,
so sorry. I love you.
It's okay. I love you too. I love you.
Can you mark a ruin for me, Kayla?
Yep.
As Unmei, you would all see Unmei like phase into this creature and animalistically like clamp their jaws around Amaris's arm, keeping her from cutting the threads. And Amaris, you feel like your very being draining into Unmei.
Not again. Oh God.
As Unmei, you begin to devour Amaris's arm.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh God. This is worse than last time.
What is
Oh,
everybody
no.
else doing? Yes, Fringe.
I'm getting up there and helping Amaris. I'm taking her out of there. I will use another ruin to get Amaris the fuck out.
How are you getting Unmei off her arm?
Kick real hard. I've got Lily's super strength. I am just gonna fucking punt her.
Yeah, so Unmei, you just feel this, like, in a move of violence we didn't think Fringe was capable of. This is Sparta's you in the chest. As you are, like, you kind of booted off, tumbling back along your parents' back, off. And we see, like, as this mangled arm is pulled from Unmei's mouth, like there are bloody pieces of the arm, but you also see like it's almost disintegrating as these bits of darkness kind of float, like these wounds of darkness are kind of like floating off of your arm. I'd say like this part like of your forearm is completely gone. and you have
Chrona
lost.
core.
You've lost use of. You've lost use of this arm. As Fringe, where are you taking
Twinsies.
Amaris?
I'm getting a good 100-something feet back from this thing, and
Can I
making
attempt
sure
to
that Morris is out.
grab and using one of my own threads, retether it to the scythe?
And
To
bring the
take
setter
with?
with you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You could. I had assumed you'd just kept the scythe in your other hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you're teleported back, in Unmei, you now stand on the back of your parent, and we would see then Eva. You immediately Mortarian's at your side, and he goes, "Are you all right?"
I'm okay. I'm okay now. Listen, what if we try to make it not exist anymore? I know it's not quite death, but what if we ceased its existence in any way possible? I know that killing it might be hard, but if we try something else, a different approach, like tethering all of its threads so it cannot be reborn in this way, or something like that.
We would need to achieve this. We would need you have the power of life. I have the power of death. We need someone with the power of creation.
Well, I guess life is creation, correct?
Perhaps. But we can attempt it at least.
It's now or never, right?
And he extends his hand to you, and he's like, "I guess we can try, the two of us."
Okay.
And while the two of them begin to sort that plan, Lily, what are you doing? And then I'm going to get to Unmei.
I wish her priority was the hunger, but right now it is Unmei. So what she is going to do is she is going to look to Unmei and grasp at all of those roiling and darkened emotions inside of her. And she's looking for just the barest modicum of light and happiness, and trying to pull forward the happiness that they felt when they were just talking at the kitchen table and being normal and happy and friends to one another, like mortals are, apart from all of this, just trying to amplify that connection and bring that to the forefront and try to drown out the darkness.
Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a contested roll between you and Unmei. So the way this is going to work is we're gonna do you know what? I think for the drama, I need both of you just to roll me 2d6. We're not gonna do a specific move unless you have one for this, Lily. Do you have a specific move for this?
No, but I would like to spend a bond with Unmei.
Absolutely. So we're both gonna you guys are both gonna roll 2d6 and then type them in the chat, and when I tell you send, you're gonna send them. And Lily, you need to roll higher than Unmei to achieve this. As Unmei, you see this other especially Lily is also radiating power, and you feel it in your gut that you want to consume them now.
Okay.
All right. Have you both rolled?
I just did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and type in the chat, and I will tell you when to send it. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm so sorry.
As Unmei tears from the back of the hunger, diving towards you, how do the two of you connect in this moment? You two, paint me this story. What does this look like? As Unmei, you're diving for her throat. What do you two do?
I open my arms.
And Unmei, what feelings does Lily pull up for you as you're diving for her throat?
I think as I'm diving in, there's a slight second where I catch her eyes, and the lack of hostility in her eyes is, I think, what makes Unmei pause for a second. And I imagine Lily's arms are not in the way.
No, she has them outstretched like she's ready to embrace you.
I think being there, it's the closest to a hug that Unmei's had in centuries. And Unmei instead starts to bite slightly, and instead you kind of feel Ume shake and just start sobbing.
She cups the back of her head and just holds her there. And she shifts their bodies so that she would be in the way if the hunger keeps moving at them. She is shielding her with her body.
Well, so the hunger is at the tree now and is
That's
beginning to consume the tree of life. As you see these black tendrils extend up and around, and the tree like kind of is decomposing as it's pulling itself into it. But you've got Unmei now, and
Yeah.
Unmei, you for the moment with Lily, you have regained control of yourself.
It's okay.
Um,
It's okay. I got you. We're okay.
You should go.
I'm just gonna press a little kiss into her hair. We're okay.
Okay. And Hulda, as you're holding hands with Mortarion, attempting to erase this thing's existence, I need you to roll power through darkness, please. And he's going to roll it as well. What'd you get?
6.
6, and he got a 2.
Fuck.
As the two of you begin, like, grab hands, and you can feel your powers kind of swelling together, and you begin to kind of unleash this wave forward, rolling over the hunger as it's consuming the forest. You can see bits of the darkness getting pulled away, but it's unbothered. As the two of you are kind of like, you're unable to remove this thing at this moment together. And as you all are kind of back together, or Lily, do you stay near the hunger, or do you bring Unmei back to the group?
I'm getting Unmei as far away from that thing as possible.
Yeah, so I'm assuming, Fringe, did you bring Amaris near the portal, or where did you bring them?
Yeah, we're not too far from the portal.
Okay. And so the group of you are kind of all together. Amaris, with your mangled arm, you've been brought back. Eva and Mortarion standing together, attempting to do something to this thing as it consumes the rest of the tree. And we see this shape kind of build a little bit, like it gets bigger as it consumes this tree, as it basically kind of begins to whirl to face now the 6 of you standing together. 7 if we include the puppet.
Eva's just gonna touch Amaris' arm so it heals back.
Whoa.
What?
And then
What?
she's gonna look at... I don't know what to do.
What did you guys just try to do?
I tried to... yes, try to create... uncreate it. It just didn't
What
work.
about,
Try
what
to
about
unmake.
Valerian?
Larian.
Let's try it.
Let's try.
What?
I'm confused.
What are we trying?
I have a bit of power inside of me that's not my own. Lends itself quite well to creation, if you remember.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
So we can use that.
Yes.
I can maybe try to spin that thread of power out of you safely.
I think
And
we're going to need you to remove the rest of its threads.
It's okay.
Amaris.
yes,
I'll
but what
heal
is that
you
going
right-
to do to you?
I can channel it. It's fine. The power is
Look,
better
Lily-
inside of a vessel with something to channel it. Without it, it's raw energy, chaos.
we will
Lily
help
has
her.
us.
We will help her.
And don't worry.
Amaris, I can get you up there.
To do what?
But
Cut
whatever
the
is
threads.
left.
Anything. We need you.
What do you need me to do?
Cut its
Continue.
threads.
Just continue cutting the threads.
Okay.
You'll come back
Okay.
here and I'll heal you right up, okay?
Okay.
I've got you. I'll be with you.
Okay.
And oh, go ahead.
Can I quick turn to Unmei?
Yes, please.
Don't worry about it, darling. I believe in you.
I'm okay. I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. It's okay. Sometimes we get a little carried away. It's not your fault. Okay? I need you here with us. Can you do that?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do my best.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
You see Mortarion as he steps to the right side of Lily, offers his hand. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Eva steps on the left, just like together.
And Mortarion offers his hand to Unmei and to Lily.
Yeah, take it.
She takes Lily's hand.
And Fringe, you're planning on teleporting Amaris up there?
I'm gonna use the last of my ruin.
Okay.
And get us up there.
All right.
I'm going to permanently mark the condition possessive.
Okay. As you take Amaris up there, Amaris, you would see Fringe kind of like falter as you reach, and Fringe, you are gassed. You are tired, and you see the portal on the other end behind the group kind of whoop, 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 and like is kind of like
Question.
faltering. Yes.
Amaris has a you are all I have left, and we said that basically it's an echo of Chrona.
Okay.
Would Chrona be able to step in this instant to act as a stabilizing force? Kind of like not like divine interception, but kind of like shit is hitting the fan. Everyone's in danger, and Amaris thinks about the only person who ever made her feel safe in this moment. And kind of the energy of the echo acting as a temporary stabilizer. If that makes sense.
Okay.
To kind of bolster Fringe in a way.
I've got an idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you get up there and you begin to cut the threads again, you feel this echo go with you. Fringe, are you staying with Amaris up there?
I'm staying with Amaris.
Okay. You both would see kind of oozing out of the sides of this thing, like two more heads kind of rise up and they're above you as you're beginning to cut the threads. And I'm going to cut to the group of the four of us. So as Unmei, do you have something?
No, we're holding
Or
hands.
you're holding your hands. So we're all holding hands together. So here's what we're going to do. Each one of us are going to make a power through darkness roll. And we need to collectively get above 25 for this to work. Yes.
Every time I power through darkness, I instantly get 3 darkness tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Right now in the bank, I have 6. I'm
Okay.
going to use all of them.
Okay.
I'm going to say as well, I have 7 darkness tokens.
But you can only use a max of 3.
I think you can only use a max of 3.
Can I use those 3?
I'm
use
going to
3
use 3 as well.
You're going to use 3? Okay.
It's the last game.
Might as well, guys.
We've
So,
saved all our money up
I
for
need-
this one moment.
I need a power from darkness from Amaris as well to cut the rest of the
Yep.
threads.
I'm going to use 3.
All right. So I'm going to roll for Mortarion. You all make your rolls. We need to get above a 25 for this to work.
Got a 4, y'all.
No, you did not.
I got a 4. Look, this is with the token. So
Okay. So we got a 4. Lily, what'd you roll?
Double 6 is 15.
15. We're at 19 presently. What did you get, Hulda?
I rolled a 9 plus 3. 12.
9, 12. Okay. And then Mortarion rolled an 8 total. And Amaris, what'd you get?
I rolled a 6 and a 4, which is 10, and I said I was going to use 3, which is 13.
Okay. So I just need to check one thing here.
I feel like I'm going to faint.
I
feel
want
like
to
I'm going to
up.
cry,
I'm so
faint,
stressed.
foe up, all in the same second.
So
We got this. I love you guys.
Amaris, as you begin to kind of feel this radiation of divine energy coming from your group of friends over by the portal, and as you're cutting through the threads manically, you get to the final thread. You get to the last thread. Tell me how, because on an 11 plus on Power Through Darkness, you are going to take a condition. But you are going to lose a bit of control as you do this. So what does this look like as you sever this final thread on its back?
So I'm gonna gain a condition.
Yes, you're going to take a condition which, let's see. Let's see, which one do we want to give you? Let's see. Let's put let's add desperate.
Okay. I'm gonna take that, and I think almost in Amaris's mind, she feels this thrum as she's cutting, this desperation, and I think she feels her heart for the first time, even though there's barely anything there. A former remnant begins to beat once, twice, and it begins to glow from her chest as any remaining darkness kind of fades away. And then I think she looks up, and where this thread is, I think she sees her former self. And I think it gives a signature, sly, antagonizing look and smile at Amaris, kind of being like, do you really think you can do this? And all of a sudden, this doubt and desperation to do better, to be better, just grows inside of her. And with that, the desperation to be loved, to be healed, to want to do better, not only for herself, but for the people that she loves, overwhelms her as her heart and her divinity truly solidifies and settles. And the exact moment that that happens, she is going to cleave through this like final thread that she perceives in her kind of very troubled mind in this moment as a carnation of her former self. And just with like a scream.
And as you make this swing and your scythe collides like with your former self, you can feel the tension. You can feel yourself beginning to push through. And as you do, you feel a set of hands wrap around your own. As you see this ghostly image of Chrona standing there with you. And helps you push the last bit of the way. As the scythe boom, cuts all the way through this thread, snapping in half. We hear the creature scream in agony as this thread snaps. And we're going to cut back to the other group as you all feel your divine energy kind of channel through together into Lily and into each other as it kind of passes like this conduit. And the those of you there, the three of you there, what does this look like? How do you put this thing away? The three of you together. Tell me what this looks like. At least on each one of your ends, what do you imagine? You're muted.
I think like a Swiss cheese situation. You know, where there's like just like a hole that comes in, then another hole, and then it's just like a light that just like, and it just starts dispersing through those holes, and it just until there's nothing left.
Lily, what does it look like for you?
Those little motes of chromatic light that you mentioned, I think just as Eva is creating her holes, those motes of light flare to life inside, almost like stars against the night sky, and slowly but surely it's just brighter and brighter and brighter, like an oil slick of color, until the darkness is just engulfed in that white shining light.
And Unmei?
I think knowing that there's always hunger everywhere, Unmei waits for like the little like wispy clouds that try to reform, and she's just gonna like suck them up and slurp them like little noodles.
And on Mortarian's end, he just begins to disintegrate it in the best way he can, unleashing his own darkness towards this thing. And as we see the beams of light Swiss cheesing this thing from Eva, we see the oil slick of color from Lily. We see the bits of it trying to escape as Unmei consumes them, and Mortarian disregards the rest, or disintegrates the rest. Fringe, you are on the back with Amaris. As Amaris, you know, I would assume you fall to your knees after you cut this final thread. You can see this thing is going nuclear. This thing is exploding. Fringe, what do you do?
With the new condition, Fringe is not really one of those people that does like the whole masses of contact thing, but they are going to wrap both arms around Amaris, kind of hunch over them. Their wings kind of wrap around and kind of cup her in an embrace. And they are going to tuck their head against her shoulder and use another ruin move. Get the fuck out of there.
Got it. And as the combined effort of the six of you together, you see this thing whoop, 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 and just explodes as you all don't see Amaris and Fringe for a moment as this explosion rips through this place. You see cracks in reality, spider all over this place. As this thing explodes, you feel this rush of energy kind of roll over you, the shockwave kind of knocking you all backwards, where this smoking crater now appears. And you don't see anyone there. And then kind of you hear this kind of behind you. As Fringe and Amaris, you teleport kind of right behind the rest of the group. And the hunger is no more.
Look, the first thing Eva, I think, does, because she was holding Lily's hand, is she's going to hug Lily, and her wings are just going to embrace her as well.
Yeah.
And then she's going to just, I think, hug each and every person, and then leave Mortarion to last.
I think Mortarion would immediately, hug Unmei. Good job, kid.
Oh!
Unmei just, is shocked but has, a really big smile, because she's now gotten 2 hugs in one day.
It's like a reward. It's like a reward.
What about the rest of you?
Fringe is going to move over to Lily and immediately kind of pull her into a kiss.
Fingers threaded in the back of their hair, just clutching like a lifeline.
Amaris?
We should get out of here. We should get out of here.
I think Amaris's scythe goes back into its normal form, and she twirls it really dramatically, and then she puts it away and smooths her outfit very slowly, and then casually takes out the bow of hope and goes, so we have a world to go fix. Shall we go do it? Shall we go?
I think Eva takes Amaris, because she still has her wings, and kind of scoops her up as much as he can, princess style, and then flies up through the portal.
And I think who would be the last ones through the portal?
Lily and Fringe.
Lily and Fringe. So you would hear some rumbling, some rocks falling from the crater. As you see a hand kind of grab onto the edge of the crater and pull themselves up and out. And you see a familiar face. As Chrona pulls himself out of the crater.
Oh! Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to
What do you do, Sin?
Sorry, I was not prepared. I was, but I wasn't. Chrona is pushing themselves up, as if the last time you saw them is what they're still reacting to. Just on their hands and knees, just kind of I'm glad that worked, I guess.
Lily and Fringe.
Lily, you look different.
You
dude.
bitch! I'm going to hug you now.
Okay.
Okay. Books it.
Fringe, what about you?
I think Fringe will stay by Lily, but is still being their awkward self. It's just in shock, mostly.
Dragging you like a balloon.
As you group wrap in an embrace, the three of you who went through the portal, Mortarion, Amaris, and Eva, You realize the other two haven't come, and Unmei, like the four of you out there realize that like the others haven't come through the portal yet.
They probably just need a moment together. You know, it's been very stressful.
Oh
And
no!
They're probably kissing.
Yeah,
I broke a nail. Oh,
Oh.
who's kissing?
Oh, they're probably kissing, but I can fix your nail. Come here. And she fixes her nail. They just need a moment probably together because we kind of saved the world, and the relationship has been very dramatic up until this point, and now it's probably going to settle a bit. So
Do you think they're gonna kiss?
they've
Well,
just kissed.
We already
earlier.
watched them kiss.
We already watched them kiss.
But-
It was a rare.
Oh, that must have been when I was readjusting
Hold on.
my outfit.
And Mortarion goes,
missed.
"Hold on," and kisses Eva.
Oh!
Wait, Amaris, I have a
She does a
question.
little, and then kisses him back. And she just like to the others like a
Yeah,
one
we'll be over here. Do your thing. Yes, I'm sorry, darling. What were you saying?
Since you're like the goddess of love, do you feel when people kiss?
It just feels like there's more sparkles in the air, if that makes sense. Like it's a little bit like extra, like glitter, a little more perfume. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like everything is heightened. It's one of the best things ever, honestly. So I don't like feel it, but the energy around me definitely shifts. But not in like a weird way, you know, just like in a wow, love is so magical, relationships, connection. Wow, it's so beautiful. And I'm definitely not really sad that I am very alone. No, wait, it's okay. It's okay. New world, new me. If we can figure out how to fix it. And yeah. How are you? You did so phenomenal. You were amazing in there. And look, see? My arm is back. Dare I say better than ever.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little concerned what it means for me because if Hunger's dead, I don't know what this mouth is for, what it does now.
Maybe this is weird to say, but I think my former partner would find you fascinating as a friend and probably would have been able to help. But I'm sure we can find somebody. Somebody had to have survived that can help with this. I mean, we have so many of us, right?
And as you say
You're not
that,
alone. Okay.
3 figures pass through the portal. Lily,
Oh, you're back.
Fringe, and Chrona. Not a ghost Chrona, not a spirit Chrona. Chrona.
I think Amaris has her back turned to give them privacy and was talking to Unmei, so I think like doesn't even like feels it, but like isn't like it's just like hyping Unmei up and is like, yeah, it'll be fine, we'll figure it out. Da, 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 da. Doesn't even.
Emma just like
They're past.
not knowing what to say. As she actually walks towards Amaris and just takes her shoulders and turns her
What's
around.
with the dramatic silence?
And then she just turns you.
I think Amaris's jaw just like. I think she takes a step back.
Hi.
Immediately, tears. They're very sparkly, by the way. Everything about her is glittery now. I think she's like truly speechless. Is this real? Or did we actually all die? Like, is this real or is this just like we all actually did get eaten? Because like, I can't tell anymore, and I thought we won, but this how? Is it really you? Is this real?
Chrona starts to say something and like is also very fumbling over what to say. Amaris has always been the talker in this relationship, and they're instead just gonna pull her in for a hug. Just like hand on the back of her head into their chest.
Amaris just starts sobbing. And like kind of muffled. I don't understand. I don't understand. How are you? How is this? And just kind of like over and over, just kind of like happy, confused, just like, how?
Well, I guess I'm not as good as cutting threads as you are. And he's just gonna cup her face.
I missed you. And we accidentally ruined your tower, even though I told nobody to break anything, but then the just a car lady came in and then everything was broken, and I really, really tried. I took so many steps and I found the flowers and your letters, and oh my god, don't you ever do that again! And like grabs their shirt. Don't you ever do that again!
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so glad that you're very lively.
I know, it's kind of a new look. What do you think?
You've always been perfect.
I love you. I always have, and I probably always will, and I know the world is ending and we have to start again, and I know that I don't really deserve your trust or love after everything that we've done, but I've been trying to do better and be better, and I don't want to be without you, but I just want to be around you in any way, if you even want me around in any, like, capacity that you want me in. I don't want to lose you again, and I understand if you're like, there's no more feelings anymore or whatever, but I just really miss you and really want you in my life, and now that we're, like, you know, starting everything, and, I just, you know, I don't want to make things awkward or be around you if you're like, no, I hate you, get away, actually. Because then, like, we can be on opposite ends of the world when we're redoing it. Like, I can, like, you know, like, we can do all this, but I don't want to lose you.
Well, Chrona's gonna grab your hand, if you'll let them. It sounds like you've changed a lot, and it sounds like you're a new person, so, they're gonna kiss your hand. I'm Chrona. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Amaris. I really like your threads.
Thanks. Someone I loved picked them up for me.
I think she just hugs you again.
I'm gonna hug you too.
And then I think she goes, is my hair okay? Do I look okay?
You...
Like, be honest. Like, I know earlier you said, but, like, genuinely, like, we're about to do a lot of really important things.
You look fantastic.
Okay, and standing really close to you, but, like, still respectful, is gonna turn back to the group and goes, what do we do now?
Recreate the world, I presume. Well, end it and then
Recreate what we can. A better future. And past
Start
and present
again.
for everyone.
Okay.
And you all, you know, standing together, the seven of you, kind of all stand and look, you know, as the portal, Fringe, I'm assuming you shut it on the pocket dimension. As the portal shuts, and you know, you still see kind of floating in space there Justicar's body, and you turn to look at Novum, and Novum is cracking. You know, like you see from time was stopped on Novum. All of these things were done to the planet to begin to destroy it. And so the planet is broken. The planet is dying. What do you do? Yes, Unmei. Or Unmei or Chrona?
Unmei.
Unmei.
I have an idea. We all are pretty tired. And you know, if I had to put like a numerical number to my lifespan, I'd say I'm at like 23 out of 24. I could just unleash my bad luck on what's left and take all of your bad luck with it. And I wouldn't really die. Sometimes I die, but then I come back to life and I just become like a different person. And like that's okay because then I get to start all new again and the bad luck doesn't like make me like better.
Do you remember who you were then? Or is it a completely blank slate?
I remember little things about my old lives.
Look, if that happens, we will just tell you all about it. And it'll be lovely to meet you again.
Is there no other way?
Well, it's one of the good. Well, if she eats all of our bad luck, it'll help us a lot.
And you'd all be refreshed.
Exactly. It's not a bad
But
idea,
that's-
even though there is a sacrifice to it. But sacrifice you've done a couple of times, haven't you, in May?
Yeah, and then I just come back.
Yeah.
And besides,
Not
I
this-
think if the world has a lot of bad luck at the start, it probably won't have that much bad luck for a little while after.
I don't see anything bad with that.
I guess for a world that's already broken, but then after we would have to recreate it. I can see what I can do to recreate a physical world, but I can't bring life to something. So
That's my power.
I know.
I also still have a bow of hope if we need it to dramatically add into recreating the world and inspiring whatever new people are there to worship us. And
I
exist,
don't-
not just for worship.
I don't think there's a world without hope. So
I just want to make sure, May, that you don't feel like is there any other way? What about everybody who's still alive down there? Like,
I think
what happens to them?
we're not. I think we
Perhaps I can take them to the in-between.
that's not a bad idea. Parallel
Shepherding them
universe
into
of
a
some
new
kind. Always
I
thinking of
suppose
that.
I'm taking your old job, Eva.
Sounds like that. Would you like a staff?
They kind of shrug. I have
She-
many shepherds. I can have a shepherd per person. It will
She
feel
does like
more
a
personal.
She does like this and just creates like a shepherd staff out of like the ground and gives it to him. Like, there you go.
And take it and kind of awkwardly hold it like
Suits your new purpose.
this one's purpose.
This one.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
You shepherd. You eat up bad luck. You shoot some hope, and Mortarion and I will do our job as life and death. And I guess you, Lily, the redemption of
I'll do
for a new
something.
world.
We can do this.
All right. Unmei, we're going to start with you. Well, actually, I guess we would start with Fringe, because Fringe has to get everybody off before it goes away.
Before they go, is Fringe wearing their scarf?
Yeah.
Lily's going to stand up on her tiptoes and just gently readjust it and make sure it's snug around their neck. And she's going to press a little kiss to their lips.
I will be back soon.
Stay warm in there, okay?
I'll try.
I know.
All right, Fringe. Give me power through darkness.
Right. Okay, that's a 10 total.
10 total. With power through darkness. I believe that means it just works. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What does this look like as you shepherd all of the beings on this world into a place in the in-between? What does this look like?
every creature on that planet is visited by a shepherd. Every family, every animal, every person, individual has their own fringe appear and offer them a hand and say, "It's time for the rapture. We need to go." And they will open a door and just gently lead each person quietly into the next life. It's painless. It's just step through a door into a different place. Anyone that's left doesn't feel any suffering. There's no change. It's just off to the new world.
And we see these scenes repeated all over the planet. We see, like Fringe described, like families coming with, like we see one Fringe helping a little old lady like through a portal. We see Fringe with like all of the cats from Eva's house, going through. We see one Fringe with a dragon and just kind of coaxing it through the door. All of these scenes repeated all across the world as the world of Novum is emptied. And we cut back up into space. Unmei, power through darkness, please.
$11.
11, so 11 on power through darkness. How does Unmei achieve this? As you summon the rest of this power and the final tick of your clock hits.
I think as I'm collecting everyone's bad luck, I am doing like your ruin on my lips to like suck up all their ruin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving them all like one last hug. I think I do Lily last. And you see like the mouth itself starts kind of like growing as if it's like a weird liquid presence coating over her body. It's growing and it's kind of like cracking and like having this hunger, and you see it kind of bulging. But Unmei just in the hug just goes, "Thank you. I've had friends for a long time."
I was so lucky to meet you.
I can't wait to meet you again. And can I try and like just dive down?
Yeah. How do you end the world?
I think I start kind of like pulling them out to make it like kind of vomit all that black ichor out of its mouth as it starts to spread around into the cracks and separate the world further.
Absolutely. And Unmei, you feel the soft smile on your face as the hope of seeing your new friends again, and that you're spreading bad luck, but for your friends, for a future, for hope. As you spread this darkness around the world, you feel yourself extend around this planet and consume it and break it apart. As you all watch Unmei vanish into the darkness that consumes this planet, as nothing is left in its wake. And then next we would move to Lily.
I think I just clasp my hands together almost like a pseudo prayer and hold them there. And I just think about everything that we all loved about the world. And that means the people there who loved one another and the possibility at redemption and being loved and feeling loved and getting better. And that means there's still going to be bad things. But that means you can grow and get better and be happy. She thinks of green, the first thing that Fringe liked because it was grass and it was so unlike the empty. And Eva's cottage and home and that feeling of belonging. And every single memory, good or bad of the world, she just puts forward and tries to make it into physical matter.
Okay. And I'm not going to make you roll for it. As we watch the streams of rainbow light just cascade out of Lily and into the space that Unmei left, into the void that Unmei left. And we see it begin to kind of this massive orb of rainbow light, like formed of these weaves of thread, begin to kind of take hold on the planet. And all of the things that you thought of, Lily, all of the memories that you put on this planet begin to kind of take shape. Cities begin to form. We see different, like all of these inorganic structures, like mountains and fields, all of these things begin to take shape as a new Novum is born in front of you. And we would see as all of that light rushes out, this drum gets louder and louder in your head, Lily. This thrum, bum, 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 bum. As the rhythm increases, as more energy pours out of you, we see the moons begin to reshape and reform. We see this entire new world is born in front of you. And we see this cascade of light pour off of Lily and almost shatter, almost like glass, as the last bit of your divinity is pulled out of you. And we see Lily just begin to fall.
I fixed it.
Wait, can we catch her?
Lily?
Yeah, is it like fall down or
She's
like
falling
just
to the
falling
planet.
I'm going after her.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm just fucking beelining.
Okay. As Fringe, you beeline and you wrap yourself around Lily, leaving as the two of you fall together to the planet's surface, leaving leaving Chrona, Amaris, Eva, and Mortarion. Mortarion looks to the rest of you and he goes, We have to finish the job.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with Eva. And then I'm going to go Eva, Chrona, and then Amaris.
Yes.
So Eva, how do you bring life back to this planet?
She just like looks at herself and she's like, I guess let that be light. And she just again goes into her like mind palace, and there's just darkness, and she just starts again picturing this like almost like a little light that's just hovering above her hand, and she's just thinking about all the souls and all the life that she's be able to create, the love of her friends, the just pouring every single thing she thinks and can associate with life and memory and people and animals and everything. And she just, I feel like on the outside she's gonna like almost become the radiant ball like herself, and it's almost like stars falling into the earth like huge raindrops, and it just spreads.
And we see this life take hold on the planet. We see it's almost if a world could sigh, as it sighs in relief as life returns to it, circling around it. And Eva, I just need you to roll me 2d6. Not power through darkness, just roll me 2d6.
That's 6 plus 5.
11.
Sorry, I'm too overwhelmed. Yeah.
It's an 11. It is successful. Life takes hold once again on this planet. Life moving through the oceans, running across the fields, in the cities. Life begins to begin again on Novum, in force. And Chrona, how do you affect the progress of life on the planet?
Chrona is gonna hold a hand out to Amaris. For a really long time, I thought progress was about competition, about being alone, about being better and better than others. I'm sorry it took the end of the world for me to realize it meant working together. And if I can, I would like to use Walk With Me in Dreams, and try and implant a concept into the world.
Okay. You have to roll for this one?
Yes, I got 9.
9. So what happens?
I'd like to touch wherever we can connect with the world, and whenever mortals appear, I'd like to create a sense of belonging and community in the world.
And this feeling kind of envelops the world, waiting for when Fringe, or the Shepherd of Fringe, brings the rest of them home, brings the rest of them back. And I believe this would probably be the time, as all of the beings, Fringe, do you bring them all back? Or the Shepherd version of you?
Shepherd will. We'll begin to reopen the doors and just take everyone back.
Yes, Amaris.
Hand in hand with Chrona, I think Amaris will drop it to reach for her bow. Not because she's like trying to let go or break it or anything like that, but it's like gives like a little mischievous wink. And I think she's gonna funnel and build off of the energy that Chrona introduced. And I think, like, what is a world without connection, without emotion, without passion and desire and everything that makes us who we are, love, hate, anger, happiness? What is existence without each other? And so building off that energy, I think Amaris is going to strike the world with a arrow of hope to kind of build when they come in, to solidify that energy, to try to make it less disorientating, to make sure that there is still a sense of self and connection in this overwhelming feeling that everybody going through this is not alone.
Okay. And as you fire this arrow in conjunction with Chrona, as the Shepherd Fringe brings all of the beings back to the world, now brought to life by Eva, formed by Lily, and saved by Unmei. As you bring these people back, and hope and love spreads over the world, you can immediately, those of you who are all in orbit still, you feel this almost, in Amaris, you would see it as almost like a lightning bolt striking each one of you. This golden thread hits you. As the 4 of you are struck, as Novum is reconnected to the rest of the cosmos.
Oh. So it's only 4?
So, as these new threads connect to the group of you up in space, we cut down into orbit. We cut down into the atmosphere as Fringe, you've wrapped your arms around Lily. As the 2 of you are falling to the surface. And when you reach the surface, I'm assuming you kind of turn your back to the ground so that you take the impact, Fringe, as you collide with the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you do, you collide with the ground, kind of this bolt of stars colliding with the surface and creating this, small crater with the 2 of you in it. And Fringe, you open your eyes and Lily is in your arms, but you can see slowly but surely bits of light floating away from her as she begins to fade. What do the 2 of you do?
I'm just gonna take the scarf off and wrap it around her. I'm here.
I know. We fixed it. We fixed it. We did it.
They're gonna help Lily to sit up a little bit. And then kind of give up and just kind of scoop her up. And they're gonna take off just a couple of feet, just enough, out of the crater, and just show her Novum.
Is this what it was like at the beginning when you first came out?
Yes. This time is a lot better.
If you could do me a favor, I left a little plot for our garden, and I want to make sure you take care of it. It'll be somewhere green for you, and it'll be warm.
Fringe just holds her. Carefully sets her back down on the grass. Please don't leave me.
It's okay. The best in me, all of the parts I ever loved were you.
You are my everything.
Look at me. I love you more than I've loved anything in my life.
And continue to do so.
I do. But this world that we made with people that we love, there are little bits of all of us here. There are echoes of Eva, and every flower, and every lover's kiss is Amaris. And every time someone has an epiphany, it's Chrona. And every time you trip over a door frame, every time you burn yourself on hot tea, that's Unme. And those little moments in between, and she's going to take your hand and just press a kiss to the back of it. Those little kisses stolen in between moments. That's you. We're everywhere here. It's okay.
You do not want to face it alone.
You won't. You won't ever be alone again. There are so many people who love you. And I am honored to have been one of them.
Fringe takes the mask off.
There they are.
Not ready.
I love you.
I love you so much.
And as you exchange this last I love you, Lily transforms fully into this golden light and fades from your arms. as the new stars above, as her gold light goes to join them.
Fringe just holds onto the scarf and stares at the floor and doesn't move.
And at that moment is when a fifth golden thread will come down and attach to you, Fringe, returning your divinity to you. Okay. And with that, we're gonna cut back up top. And the world is new, and life has begun again. What do the four of you do?
You need to give us a moment, Alec, because we've been crying and there's mascara in my eye. So, like, you need to give him a hot second before we can roleplay out of this. I say aggressively because I love you. Eva takes her hubby's hand and she looks at Chrona and Amaris and she says, I think I'm ready. As she, I don't know how they get back to Earth or Novum.
Well,
like that.
You can just go.
Do we end up where Fringe and them are, or do we end up somewhere completely random?
Would you like to go to Fringe?
I think she does, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She does. And she finds herself next to you, Fringe. As by the sheer, like, but just by the side of you like that, and then not understanding what's going on, she tries to feel for Lily's life threads and can't find them. As she just knows that if she starts crying, it's not going to help Fringe. She's just going to put a hand on his shoulder and kneel down next to him. Hello, old friend.
Fringe just sobs.
It's okay. Come here. And she just holds him.
And cling on to Eva. Like it's the last thing they're ever gonna do.
And she looks at I've forgotten my husband's name.
Mortarion.
I'm very well. Mortarion. She looks at Mortarion. It's like, can you find her?
I'll try. And he gives you a kiss on the forehead, and looks like, kind of kneels next to Fringe as well, and puts his hand on your shoulder, and he goes, I'll find her for you. And kind of joins the hug that the two of you were embraced in.
Yeah.
And then steps up and backs away and steps into kind of a shade of darkness as he vanishes.
In whatever form he finds her in, Fringe, I know that she loved you. And I will find a way to let her memory live on, even here in Novum. Every time you see a lily, the flower, you know that's her. In her favorite birds, in her favorite books, in the favorite plants that she would have in her garden. It will be hers. And I will make sure of that. all I can do, but I wish I could do more.
Thank you for trying.
Anything for you, old friend.
And Amaris and Chrona, what are you doing? Where do you go?
Come with Eva down, or are we
Yeah.
still up there?
If you chose to. Yeah.
Chrona would have followed Amaris.
I think Amaris would have followed, but at a little bit of a distance. And
Okay.
kind of, I think, realizing what's happened, grabs Chrona's hand pretty tight.
I don't know what to do here.
Do we approach? Should we leave them be?
I do want to give Fringe something.
Okay. Gonna walk up slowly.
Chrona's
Eva
gonna,
looks up and nods.
Hi.
Chrona's gonna really awkwardly, like, do, like, the sit kneel next to Fringe. I'm not really good at reading the emotions of other people, so I don't actually know if this is something she would have been happy with. I don't know if she ever talked to you about this. We accidentally switched journals once, and this is kind of an invasion of privacy, but I did copy some of the notes because I was gonna make fun of her. But I think it would be really important for you to read them. And Chrona's gonna give you, like, really scribbled notes in their own handwriting, but they're Lily's words, of Lily's journal, and hand them towards Fringe.
Fringe takes them, but the paper's rattling as their hands are shaking so much. Thank you.
Eva
Just kind of
takes
stare at the pages.
Eva takes their hand just to keep them a bit steadier.
It takes a moment as they're reading through it. And the paper begins to stain. Some of the ink begins to run. And they just kind of press their forehead into the paper as if that might feel like something. Because it feels like there's some part of Fringe died with Lily. And as much comfort as it brings, it's still not her. He would have wanted to have heard them come from her lips, rather than read it.
Yes, Eva.
You said that it was Lily's words, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It means that there's some memory of
Mhm.
her saying that. So she actually touches the paper and then creates the memory of Lily writing this. And I'm guessing as well making Lily, like, say it out loud, the words.
And this appears kind of in this kind of
Ghostly.
ghost. Yeah, this
Yeah.
ghostly kind of memory appears in front of you, Fringe. Allow you to watch her write those in the pillow fort as she was sitting there while you were passed out. you kind of see her writing these pages, slowly stroking your head as she's doing so.
Seeing themselves resting against her, and the images of just some of the pillows and the old pillow fort in Eva's house. And they just sit there, and you see the kind of wings on the side of their head are just downturned. And they're silent.
It's ages ago. Means that she's loved you for ages.
Fringe looks down at the paper. He knows which. Well, they know what section of it she's writing. Sleep where Fringe sits at my side, head upon my shoulder, warm and safe, the barest whisperer of redemption. The urge to protect, something not born of rage, but of something else. Something ineffable. Their head rests cushioned atop my own, a line of warmth at my side. I count their breaths. My eyes are wet. I am grateful the others have found rest. I'll finish the scarf. I shall. I have. Love apart from violence, from retribution, is the goodness in me. I can love without loss. I can care without fear. I can be better. I can. And he folded the paper. And she was so much better.
Might say she was one of the best. Aren't you lucky to be beloved by someone who was one of the best? And loved in return?
Isn't it cruel that she isn't here to say it to me?
It is.
And as you're all holding one another, these ghostly memories flashing by, Chrona and Amaris standing just by, and the camera kind of pulls up. And time passes. Time moves forward. The world spins on. And it's, I'd say, 3 months since the Rapture. Where do we find Amaris and Chrona 3 months since?
I think we're probably like in a meadow over top, looking over a town that has just kind of started forming. On a little picnic blanket, sitting together while we're watching. Chrona's taking notes, but also taking the time this time to just enjoy the experience of watching these mortals come together.
I think Amaris sits next to you, maybe laying, looking at the sky. Probably she's looking and braiding some of her hair now that it's grown a little bit longer again. And I think she looks very tired because she is. I think that Amaris would have tried to take initiative after the events to maybe set up a new council of the gods and heroes to try to organize and bring some stability and order with powerful people still left. And I think she's really been throwing herself into that council and doing her best to organize and bring people together amidst the losses. And what everything looks like now. And so I think she sits there, tired but intent, safe, next to Chrona. In this little slice of peaceful moment.
Okay. And as the camera pulls away from the two of you, sharing this peaceful moment together, reunited once again, we see, maybe the next day, we see Chrona and Amaris walking through one of the cities holding hands. And Amaris tugs on your hand, Chrona, to pull you into a coffee shop because she needs caffeine. And pulls you into this coffee shop. And it's this sweet, cute little place. And behind the counter, there is... Well, Sin, why don't you describe what they look like now?
There is a very, very short but clumsy girl, in like this very like bright pastel blue kind of like little like Beauty and the Beast era like French style dress with a white like frilly apron on. Her hair is in a bun, but you can tell that it's like, despite this person's best efforts, there's flour all over her hair. Just running around baking and filling like the counters with little pastries and buns. And it looks like she has a little family with her running the cafe, like a young child running the register, another one helping gather dishes, and what looks to be like a spouse putting things away like neatly in the back.
Hello.
As you two would walk up, this person just looks familiar.
I just
Hi.
got the sudden urge to buy everything in this bakery coffee shop.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Are
I'm
you
sorry.
sure?
Yeah. Oh, what's your name?
Well, my name's Francesca, but a lot of my friends call me Lucky because I'm clumsy.
Yeah, we'll take, looks at Chrona, one of everything.
Okay, that might take a while to package. We're kind of a family-run
No,
cafe.
that's more than okay. We'll just be over here in the corner, we'll just be in the corner. That sounds creepy and it's not malicious or anything. We'll just be over there.
Okay, yeah, okay. And she's just gonna run. She trips immediately, but gets up and she starts having like to-go boxes.
Amaris internally is like, I gotta make a call. I got some people I need to tell about this. This seems suspicious. Something seems familiar here.
Okay. And as the camera once again kind of pulls away from Amaris and Chrona, and a familiar face behind the counter, as the little kids begin to kind of like help you, package up all of the stuff. The spouse, who also seems familiar, as they're helping you, one of the little kids starts to come up and bring all the boxes to the two of you, and the group of you kind of share this moment as the strange benefactors have bought out your coffee shop for the day, for you and your family, and the camera kind of pulls up and away on this sweet moment. And Eva, where do we find you in Mortarion?
I think she's I like to think it's gone 3 months. They just finished rebuilding a cottage by the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dream that they had. But I like to think that they build it themselves. And I like to think that she's now kind of umming and ahhing about curtains. It's a really mundane, sweet thing. Like, no, but that green really suits a sofa. However, will it be too green? And if we do the blue, kind of pale blue, it looks better with the ocean outside and with the seashells. Or do we just scrap it and just get something that's like a mix of that? Like a petroleum green, or is that too like tacky?
And you see, like, coming in from outside, from finishing up like a fence or something, you would see Mortarion kind of just in like an undershirt and some pants, and just kind of like throws his arms around you. You can feel the heat from him, from working outside all day, and he like kind of rests his head on your shoulder, because he has to like lean down because he's a little bit taller, and he goes, "I like the green. It looks like Fringe's scarf."
You're right. Green it is. And she gives him a little kiss and like, well, working life looks good on you.
Well, someone says I can't use my powers, so I have to.
Like it when you work a bit of a sweat. Suits you. There's actually lemonade in the fridge. Let me get that for you.
And as you run to get lemonade, time flashes forward just a little bit, as it's the night that Amaris and Chrona are coming over for dinner, and they've just sent word that they're bringing a small family with them.
Sorry, I disassociated.
Yes.
What did you say?
It flashes forward a little bit in time, and it's the evening where the others are coming over for dinner, and Amaris and Chrona have just sent word that they're bringing a family with them, not their own, but a family they met.
As she puts down like the plate, she's like, "This feels oddly deja vu."
Hey, yo.
It
feels
does a little
oddly
bit.
familiar.
Yes,
Let's
Amaris.
With that word, I think Amaris is gonna send this like very thick envelope package with the message.
Okay.
And on it says super secret. Open before we come over.
And you see Mortarion kind of brings this over to you, Eva, and goes, "Should we open it now? They're on their way."
Let's do it now, or else we would be in trouble by the goddess of love.
Hey, yo.
And then, yeah, she opens it. What does it say?
Yeah, so when you open inside, it says memorial for Lily. And there are some sketches that I think Chrona would have assisted Amaris with. Because in my head, Amaris has kind of been like taking a lot of initiative or organizing gods and heroes and getting everything sorted, and has kind of created like this really bougie, almost like meeting place again, and like rebuilt it. And in her head, the perfect addition to this new place for this new era is a memorial. And so I think there's this beautiful statue of Lily holding one of her swords up in the air. And it's just kind of like a rough sketch, like from different angles and different ideas. And there's like a sticky note on it that says like, need Fringe opinion. And like, it's basically plans for you guys to go over and be like, notes, da-da-da, what should we add? What should we take away? Or should we just re-scrap all of this and redraw it? I need detailed notes ahead of time. Like, it says, I need detailed notes from you guys on your opinions before we come. Because I want to finalize this tonight. Like, it's like a very sassy little letter.
She writes down, Eva's like, this all looks good, but there's one thing missing. And she writes down, must have muffins.
I think that's all it needed. It looks like she has everything else planned out.
No one is allowed to wear black, she also writes down.
Mortarion like looks at his own outfits.
We'll fix that, sweetheart.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see them all again.
Me too. It's been too long. Oh, that also felt like deja vu. Can we just get this over with? Because it feels like we're living that dream again, and it's all pits up. So, all right. I think everything should be good. Spread looks good. Everything's kind of in order. Polished all the silver. Drinks are in the fridge. Wine's on the table.
You see, he's not looking at the spread. He's just looking at you, and he goes, "It's perfect."
You charmer. And she gives him a little kiss. And like, okay. Door. Shoes. Yes. Polished. And she just takes a little lap. just checks if there's loo roll, if there is like things in the back. It's just everything.
Oh, and you see he, like, as you're running around, he kind of takes you by the hand and goes, "Shall we sit out front and wait for them to arrive?"
Yes. Yes, there's a splendid idea, sweetheart.
And the two of you make your way to sit on your, the front porch of this cottage you built. Kind of staring at the long road winding, down to the main road as you are kind of off the beaten path. The two of you have built this cottage along the ocean cliffs.
I like to also think there's like 2 chairs, but she chooses to sit like in his lap.
Absolutely. And the two of you sit there as the sun is setting over the ocean. It's this beautiful orange and pink sunset, waiting for your friends to arrive to have dinner. And he gives you a soft kiss on the cheek as the chair kind of rocks back and forth as the two of you sit there and wait. And the camera's going to pull from the two of you as you share this sweet moment. And where do we find you, Fringe?
On his way to the party, hopefully.
In the in-between. Somewhere that Fringe has gotten used to. And they've spent the last 3 months just stood there, hoping that they might see Lily passing through. They haven't moved for 3 months. They don't plan to.
Okay. And as you sit there and float, I'm assuming you would have had a shepherd near Lily's cottage to make sure nobody fucks with it.
The cottage itself has grown dust. Bed's never been used. Chairs have never been used. The cutlery is still out. The garden is beautiful. And there is a shepherd that will always be at the garden. But the house can't. They can't touch it. Because I couldn't bear to have that alone.
And there's a tree there that, has grown quite a bit that Lily planted for you, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And you get a ping from your shepherd that someone has arrived at the cottage.
In this empty space, their head tilts as if they're able to kind of look out via their shepherd's eyes.
Okay.
And see what the change is.
And we cut away from this moment to Novum, but in the past. To a city falling from the sky. To a figure with blue hair, screaming and raging, and hoping as the woman he loves grabs him and pulls him in for a kiss. After all the terrible things he's done. This woman's kiss, this woman's embrace, he feels this spark within him. A spark of redemption that explodes out from him and reverberates through time. As you turn your face to look, as there's a familiar figure standing outside your cottage. Brooke, what does Lily look like now? As the goddess of redemption is reborn in that moment.
Oh no. I think that she's just as small in stature as she ever was, because she doesn't like to look threatening, and now she doesn't have to think about that. She can just be. She's wearing a sundress and her hair is cut short. She's wearing, on her right ring finger, she has a ring set with marble and a woven green bracelet around her wrist. And her skin is clear, but the scars remain because they're a part of her. And she just looks happy. Unapologetically happy.
Fringe?
There's a moment where Fringe is processing. Like in this 3-month blink, they've seen this 1,000 times. They've seen something like this over and over, as if it's some kind of fantasy that they've been playing over. And there's a moment of disbelief, as if, oh no, this is just another. This isn't. And it starts to set in. And they will trade places with their shepherd. Draw open the door. And this small, relatively humanoid-looking figure will step out and touch the grass. Dressed in white, as they always were. No mask. White lashes. Long grey hair curled up and sort of half tied in a ponytail. Feathers are dishevelled. They've seen better days. And they will step into the garden and sort of look at her. Cock their head a little bit, as if not quite sure whether you're real. Lily. And they just start crying.
No. She rushes up to them and holds their face in her hands and starts carding her fingers through the feathers to try to right them. It's okay. No. It's okay.
Why did you have to be gone for so long?
These things take time. Getting
Get
better.
the garden for you.
It's the most beautiful it's ever been.
You asked me to.
I knew you would.
And they will pull her into an embrace, hold her. They are freezing cold.
Where's your scarf?
I kept it safe. And they're gonna point behind them to the tree, and it's wrapped around the tree.
Still in the embrace, she's going to just turn her face for a moment to kind of press a kiss into the hinge of their jaw. And she's going to take both of their hands and start warming it up between hers, and she's going to press a kiss there. You know, I threatened you once that I'd knit you a sweater if you didn't cut this out. And it will be ugly, and you will have to wear it. You can't do this.
I will wear it.
Hey.
I will never stop wearing it. Because you made it.
I'll keep you warm. It's okay. I'm not gonna go away again.
Feathers get all fluffed up. Okay.
And Lily, as you're embracing Fringe, you see kind of piled up on the ground is mail, all addressed to Fringe with the same glittery pink handwriting. There's got to be like 40 envelopes there, and there's like some of them have like, you know, like they've been rained on or there's mud on them and everything like that. But there is a new one kind of resting on top.
Still holding their hand, she's gonna crouch down. Just, dear heart, you know what happens when you ignore her. It just gets worse.
They're still in shock. They're just sort of just watching her.
Yeah, you're still holding with one hand, kind of tearing open the envelope with a thumbnail.
And you see it's an invite to dinner at Eva and Mortarian's house by the sea. And it's tonight.
Do you feel up to going? We don't have to if you don't want to.
Will you come with me?
I would go with you anywhere. Don't be silly. Of course I'll come with you.
They stare at the floor for a few moments.
Gently tilt their chin up.
I don't mind being forgotten.
You never will be. Remember? The world couldn't make me. Dying couldn't make me. I'm not going to start now. So don't try it.
Okay.
She's gonna stand on her tiptoes and just gingerly press a kiss to their cheek.
And very kind of still cold hands against hers, but they'll put her in for a proper kiss. I'm sorry.
I'm going to bring extra silverware. No, it's okay. I can clean it up. I'm going to bring extra silverware in case we have more fork incidents. It's better now, but I don't want to risk it.
Okay. Yeah.
Fringe. It's okay now. I'm not going to leave.
Do you know what it felt like?
What?
Being on my own again.
I will never let that happen again. Now, come on. She's going to wrap an arm around their waist. Let's go home. And then go see our friends, okay?
Okay. They're still very much in shock. As if they're not quite sure if this is real still. Their sense of time is just out the window. But they're ready with her. And for the first time in a long one, they will open the door to the beach.
And as the two of you step through, the camera kind of pans back over to the beach house, to the dinner, and we see, you know, Eva and Mortarian's house. Your house is alive, as you know, Amaris and Chrona are there, like talking. Amaris is like, you know, chatting you up and talking to you, and Chrona's like looking over everything in the house, talking to Mortarian. There's a bunch of these kids running around as Amaris grabs, Francesca. and their partner, and pulls them up to introduce them to you. And there's this it's just like the house is warm and alive, and there's a knock at the door.
Oh, that might be mine. I did order some extra hors d'oeuvres. Give me a second. Where's my purse? And she goes to the door. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I think I have a.
You see Fringe and Lily at the door.
She closes the door again.
You hear her knocking. You just hear.
Knock, 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 knock.
She opens it again. But she has her eyes closed. I'm like, I swear to God, if this is another dream herald bullshit right now, I don't think I can take it. So tell me right now before I open my eyes again, because I don't think my heart can take more right now. Is this a dream?
She just kind of looks at Lily, like, is it?
First of all, no, don't look at me like that. It's fine, I'm here. I love you. Second of all, I brought extra silverware in case you needed it, so I'm here for delivery.
She doesn't even listen. She's not listening. She literally just hugs you. This is going to be so awkward because Amaris just sent letters about your wake.
Oh,
a memorial.
You're going to have a memorial? That's so sweet.
And the big muffins.
Amaris and Chrona, you would hear Lily and Fringe's voice.
Yeah, Amaris stomps over and over her shoulder, over Ava's shoulder. You hear, I'm gonna have to rebrand so much stuff now. Get over here. And comes
Eva
in to,
crying,
like,
just
awkwardly
pushes.
join your hugs.
She
like,
pushes.
Just like, come here.
Lily into the middle.
Sorry,
It's okay,
I know.
I don't mind rebranding. I can think on my feet. Oh my god, you're back. Is this real? Oh my god.
Hi. It wasn't finalized, was it? I know it's trickier when it's finalized.
No. We were still in the early stages because somebody has been hard to get a hold of.
Everyone
Hi.
looks at Fringe.
She holds them a little tighter.
Fringe looks very different. Looks very mortal.
You look human-ish.
Wow. Did you get my invitations? I know that maybe I shouldn't have just kept sending them in different letters and things like that, but we didn't really know how else to reach you.
Fringe just looks back at Lily. Like, did I?
She's going to continue to hold them with one arm.
They did arrive at the cottage, yes. Just sometimes it's difficult to. I don't have an excuse. I'm sorry. It's hard not to get a hold of someone so holdable.
I don't care, to be honest. Let's just go inside.
Drinks!
By the way, Francesca.
Yeah, hi.
This is Lily. Lily, this is Francesca.
And
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, Amaris in the back goes,
yeah, Fringe and Lily, you would kind of have that same familiar feeling that Amaris and Chrona had when they walked into the coffee shop.
Hi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, and May.
Jessica.
Who's Ume?
Don't worry about it. You just look probably like someone we knew. But yeah, this is Francesca, and this is her partner. And
Yes,
wait, are the
Karen.
kids her kids? By the way,
Yes.
yeah, and these are all of her kids.
Wow. I'm sorry, a little odd question from me. How long has it been since we've had our last meeting? It seems like it's been so long.
It's been 3 months.
Oh, is this a regular thing you guys do?
Oh, not this.
just starting.
We've just built the cottage. So it's kind of like a home warming party situation, which I'm
But
so
we are
happy
going
to
to
be
be
here for.
Getting together regularly after this.
Mhm. But
That
last
is
time we met was
non-negotiable.
3 months ago. 3
This-
months ago. She looks
This-
at Lily.
Is Francesca aware that these people are gods? Because as soon as like they're like 3 months, Fringe takes their mask off, and they still very much have 6 eyes.
You see one of the little kids runs out and goes, "You got eyes."
Yep, Fringe has a lot of eyes. We don't
I
ask
see
questions
lots
about
of
that,
things.
do we?
They're the prettiest person in the whole wide world, so you better be careful, because if you get up to mischief, they'll see it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then like puts one of the like the cakes that they took like behind their back. Okay, and just like scuttles away.
Well, cakes are meant to be eaten. That should be fine. This is wonderful. This is just wonderful. Please, my darling, can we get another two more sets of hot plates?
Absolutely. And you see he gives Fringe a hug and gives Lily a hug, kind of both at the same time, like in his big arms. It's good.
Fringe hasn't had any contact for a while, so that they go back to the very awkward kind of Chrona hug of
Chronicor.
And he goes, of course, and he like kind of like shakes you both by the shoulder and then goes to the kitchen to grab 2 more sets.
Fringe. And she's going to gently raise a hand. May I touch you?
always.
And she's going to gently direct their chin and just hold it there, and she's just going to look at them.
And just kind of blink at her. As there's still the shock's not gone yet. This is all still like running entirely on like the fuck is happening. Like they are so out of it. But having been in the in-between, they've completely lost their sense of time. They're like, what? How's it only been 3 months? It feels like years.
It's only been 3 months.
Don't mind me, I'm just looking.
Okay. You're very pretty.
So are you.
I've missed looking at you.
Me too.
I promise I won't break any more forks.
You could.
I'll try not to.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to break Eva's silverware again.
That's why I brought extra. You could just break ours. We can get new ones.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Even if they're stood on the floor, every time they move, they still float. They don't walk anywhere. But they will like put their feet down on the wood and then kind of like tense up and then immediately like move above the wood because they don't like the sensation of it. So they'll just continue to kind of float around and look at the small children, be like, why are there small mortals here?
I like your feathers. Like as like one of them runs by.
They're just watching.
They're just ogling him, and he's like, mm.
There's like one of the kids is like hanging off Mortarian's arms while he's trying to set the silverware.
Lily's like lifting a kid in one hand because she can. She's in one hand, and then trying to ground Fringe with the other. She's staying next to them to make sure that they don't get overwhelmed because this is a lot. And the entire time she has their pinkies linked.
I would like to raise a toast. Ding ding ding. Sorry, I know it's just wonderful that we have everyone here. And please have another drink. I insist. We have so much wine. So I would like to thank everyone for coming, old and new friends. And I would like to say that I'm excited for this new beginning that we have created for ourselves and for everyone around us. As vague as that may sound, Francesca, the others will know. To our new lives and to whatever comes next.
Should we all go around and say a little thing to make it like a whole little moment?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, I can go next. Don't
Of
worry.
course, yeah.
Quickly, while Eva's talking, Fringe has leant down to Lily and gone, "Why is it called a toast? There is no bread."
I truly wish I could tell you people did this all the time, and I never knew.
They just don't understand that.
We'll get bread
Actually,
next
I've never
time.
thought about that. Let's. I
Yeah.
might Google it.
We'll Google it later.
Wait a second.
Google it later.
Amaris.
You guys are my favoriteest people ever, and that's saying a lot because now there are a lot of people on this planet again. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself, and I love you guys. Also, exciting news, I had another secret side project. I've been kind of doing a million things, but as you all know, I've been growing my temple and my influence, and at every single one of my new locations on this planet, I do have a staff and full-time therapist for resources for mortals, heroes, and gods alike, and there's gift shops. And with your permission, I would love to sell merch to help make a fund for those displaced or who need help with the transitions. So, I do have some contracts after this so we can start brainstorming if you want to sell merch at my temples. Because I have many locations now, literally everywhere.
Amaris.
I don't sleep ever.
Amaris, you're pulling a me.
What?
We're getting too businessy.
Oh, again, I love you all, and this is going to be a monthly reoccurrence. I hope you all know that. I will not let you get out, and if you do not show up for our monthly get-together, I will track you down. Cheers to a new world.
Cheers to Mars's pyramid scheme.
Wait, what does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Chrona, why don't you go next?
Did Chrona hear Fringe, by the way? Because Chrona kind of knows why it's called a toast.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're not super quiet, so...
Chrona is only whispering this, though, to Fringe. So, there's like this... My theory is that it comes from like the Latin use of the word toastus, which used to mean parched. So, you would do it at these speeches before you share a drink with people at the dinners. Humans like to tell these kind of funky lies.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, you're all very lovely. I think Amaris spoke for both of us. Lily, I'm sorry I shared your diary to Fringe.
You fucking what?
Fringe, it's your turn. Code's just gonna, like, look down.
I have to say something.
As little and as much as you want.
I think they're kind of awkwardly holding this glass, like they don't get this at all. Anywhere can be a paradise so long as you have the will to live. Yeah, after all, you're alive, so you always have the chance to be happy. I'm sorry I wasn't around. I will try to be better at that.
I could sense you, Fringe. You were always around.
I am everywhere. It's nice to be in one place. I kind of look awkwardly down at Lily, like, did I do it?
Kind of.
Lily?
Cheers to living for the good and the bad and the sorrows and the love and all of the messy mortal things that come with living. Cheers to that. And then she's going to raise where her pinky is linked with Fringe and kiss one side. Cheers to home. And cheers to family.
And Francesca, bring us home.
it feels like there's a lot of inside secrets, but I'm very glad that Garrett and I and our kids were invited. But, I think you're right. Like, it's really good to be thankful for life and all the good and bad that comes with it, because I don't think that life would be life if everything was perfect. And I think the best part about life is everyone tells their own story to make a really big story at the end. Thank you again for inviting us. And she sits down.
And everyone raises their glass and cheers. You clink your glasses and begin to drink and begin to dig into the food and share this evening together. And the camera begins to pull back as you all share dinner, and it pulls back and away from the cottage and begins to kind of just pan around this world. And we see hundreds of thousands of beings going about their days, smiling and laughing and crying and working and playing and fighting and loving and living in blissful ignorance of the struggle that it took to give them the ability to do so. Ignorant of the herald who chose love over duty. Ignorant of vengeance, proving that no one is beyond redemption. Ignorant of the guide who brought life and hope to the broken and the lost. Ignorant of desire, learning that to love is a selfless and imperfect thing. Ignorant of misfortune, demonstrating that we are not bound to the labels and the fates that are assigned to us. And lastly, ignorant of progress, learning that living in the moment is more important than what comes next. Together, we've told a story of the end times, of death and destruction, of betrayal and heartbreak, but also one of hope and love and new beginnings. The world of Novum may not ever know the true story of the fallen gods who saved them, but the story did happen, and it does matter. For all the new beginnings and the stories to come will happen because of all of you. And that is where we are going to end our story. Thank you all so much for joining us for this journey. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. I have been Alec the Bard, your game master. And I'm going to throw it off to my friends here to say goodbye so I can keep it together. Who's crying the least? I don't know. Kayla, why don't you go? And
Hi,
Popcorn.
my name is Kayla, and I played Amaris, and I don't know how my makeup is still on my face. You can DM me for my makeup routine if you want. It's been an honor to play the goddess of love and desire who learned how to not only love herself, but love and believe in those around her. And so proud of you guys, and I love you guys in this story, and I can't wait for whatever comes next to Novum. I'm gonna popcorn it to Sin, my love.
Hi, I'm Sin. I am so thankful to have been able to play both the god of progress and the goddess of bad luck. I'm like a little bit in shock, but there's no other group that I would absolutely sacrifice myself for and also like try to fix the end of the world. Also, the pro makeup tip is wear fake blood and all your tears will drain into the fake blood. Brooke, it's all you.
Hi, I'm Brooke, and I have been Lily. I It's been an honor to play with all of you, and it's been an honor to love all of you, both in and out of character. There are very few people who could tell a story like this, and I'm grateful to have been a part of it. I have to throw it to Toby because
Hi, I'm Toby, Toby.exe. Thank you for following the story of the forgotten god of passageways, who is no longer going to be forgotten. And now I get to remember this story, and so does everyone at this table and everyone who has watched and followed along with us. And you got to watch me cry like a fucking baby, because it's been what a journey for the past year of us getting this done, you know. Thank you for having me at this table. It has brought me a lot of joy. Hulda.
Hi. So, I've played Eva, which started as the deity of lost souls and ended up being the goddess of life. Character development. This game has been with me from the toughest period of my life to now. And ending it now when my life's pretty good, at a good happy ending, is kind of surreal and really nice. And that's all thanks to you guys who've been a constant and gorgeous people. And people watching this won't know that we've filmed this for pretty much almost a year now. I want to thank Alec and everyone at this table for this incredible campaign that will sit with me forever. And yeah, thank you.
And for the last time, thank you so much for watching Rapture. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
I lived, bitch.